Can you tell me something about Chaitanya's initiation in Vaishnava faith when he was initiated?
After his father's death, it is the custom among the Hindus to offer oblation at Gaya. There is a temple, Vishnu temple. They offer prasadam. This is a Hindu custom. And with that prasadam, the forefathers and the father is offered. She went to perform that ceremony, and by chance he met Puri, and he was initiated by Puri. And after coming back from Gaya, he became very much emotional for Krishna. And sometimes people thought that he has become crazy. So his mother is treated with some oil. But learned devotees, they say that he has got devotion and emotion.
This is Tattva Gyan. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Manusyanam sahasreshu kaschid jatati siddhaya jadatam api siddhyanam kaschid vetimam tattat. Just like this Mayavadis, they cannot understand that this chanting of Hare Krishna name is actually getting direct association with Krishna. Therefore, Prakashananda Saraswati in Banaras, he considers Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a crazy fellow. Crazy fellow. Why? Because he was sannyasi and he was not reading Vedanta Sutra, he was simply chanting and dancing. So, some devotee of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very much praised Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and in the presence of Prakashananda Saraswati, and Prakashananda Saraswati became very angry. Don't talk of this rascal sannyasi. He is a sannyasi, he does not read Vedanta Sutra, and in sentimental moods he chants and dances. Don't talk. Better don't go there. So that devotee became very sorry, and he arranged a meeting between this Mayavadi sannyasi and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then, in the meeting, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very beautiful in his bodily feature. So, it is summary I am speaking. So the Prakashananda Saraswati inquired from him that you are a sannyasi, you do not engage yourself in studying Vedanta Sutra, but in sentiment with some foolish devotees, you some chant and dance. What is this? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, my dear sir, my Guru Maharaj saw me a great fool, number one. Guru Mare Murkho Deki Korilo Sason. Therefore he has chastised me. What is that? You don't read Vedanta Sutra. You chant Hare Krishna. He has ordered me that. Because I am a fool, I have no knowledge. Therefore, he has given me this engagement, chanting Hare Krishna. So I am chanting this Hare Krishna mantra, and I do not know, I become mad after chanting, and I feel transcendental pleasure, and sometimes I act like a madman. So my Guru Maharaj has said that you are very fortunate. You are very fortunate. Then Prakashananda Saraswati very mildly said, it is all right, you are chanting. What is the wrong if you study Vedanta Sutra? Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that Vedanta Sutra we know, but not like you. We know. If you don't mind, then I can explain Vedanta Sutra. So he explained Vedanta Sutra that Brahma means the biggest. So Brahma is Saraisajya Purna, biggest, means he is full of all opulences. That is biggest. He is the richest, he is the wisest, he is the most beautiful, he is most famous. And in this way, he explained that Brahma, the biggest, he cannot be impersonal. He is personal. He gave many instances from Vedic literature. In this way, he convinced that the way you study Vedanta Sutra, that is not the proper way. Vedanta Sutra means to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. There is one instance in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's life. One gentleman is Ballavacharya. He was very much devotee of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He wrote one comment on Srimad Bhagavatam. Subodhini Tika it is called. That is recognized, nice Tika, comment. But he approached Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was very great devotee of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he simply said that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Chaitanya, if you hear my comments on the Srimad Bhagavatam, you will find it is far better than Siddhar Swami. Siddhar Swami is a very old commentator. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately rejected. You are claiming that you have written something better than Siddhar Swami. He chastised him. Swami means another. He sarcastically remarked the word Swami. Siddhar Swami, Swami, another Swami means husband. So he said, Swami jiva nahi mane besha bole guni. I think one who does not recognize Swami, he is a prostitute. He immediately said. You do not recognize Siddhar Swami, then you are a prostitute. How can I hear from a prostitute? He refused. Only word, that I have written better than Swami. So this is the process of Guru. You cannot disobey the previous Acharya or Guru. No, you have to repeat the same thing. Not research. Sometimes askers come that you are speaking the same thing. Why don't you speak something new by research work? We say that we have no intelligence. We cannot make any research. We are Guru mare murkha deki korilo vichar. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that my Guru Maharaj saw me a great fool number one. So one who remains a great fool number one before his Guru, he is Guru. And one who says that I am advanced so much that I can speak better than my Guru, then he is asking. This is the problem. Evam parampara praptam mimam rajasayo vidhu. Sakale jugo nasta parantapa, Krishna said in the 4th chapter. So, Guru is one. Guru cannot be two. As soon as you find two opinions of Guru, either both of them are rascals or one is justice, at least justice. There cannot be two. This is Guru. Another place, it is said, Tasmat Gurum Prapaddeta Jigyasu Shreyo Uttamam Shabde Parecha Nisnatam Brahmani Upasamasrayam.
Srila Prabhupada, there's also a question of reciprocation. You have so many disciples, thousands, and one devotee was asking me yesterday, I want to please Srila Prabhupada, how does he know my progress and my service? Because when I'm so far away from him and if I don't write him.
So there is representatives are there, the president, the GVG, they will see.
The representative may be there, but what is my personal relationship?
To obey your spiritual master. Whatever he has said, you follow strictly. Follow the regulative principle, chant 16 down, that's all.
Prabhupada, when Srila Vyasadeva was lamenting after compiling so many Vedic literatures before compiling Srimad Bhagavatam, he said to his spiritual master Narada Muni that to please enter within me and find out my deficiency. You are as good as the all-pervading super soul.
That is always the position of disciple, to find out this deficiency in the character of disciple.
He said that you are as good as the all-pervading super soul.
Yeah, he pointed out the deficiency that you have not described so elaborately about the Supreme Personality of God. You have touched only the social, religious, political point of views. That was his deficiency. So, a disciple is always in deficiency before his spiritual master. Just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Guru more murkha dekhi gorila sastra. My spiritual master saw me a fool number one, therefore he has chastised. So disciple should be always ready to chastise. He should not think that he has become perfect. That is perfect. So long he thinks that he is not perfect, he is to be chastised, then he is perfect. And as soon as he thinks that he has become perfect, he is nonsense. Immediately. Nonsense number one. Always to be chastised by this person for perfection. And if you think that now he has become perfect, then he is foolish. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Guru more murkha dekhi. My spiritual master saw me a fool number one. What is fool number one? He is God himself. But that is the position. He should remain always a fool number one, ready to be chastised. Then he is perfect. The moral instruction, Chanakya Pandit gives this instruction that lalani bahavo dosha, starani bahavo guna. If you chastise your son or disciple, he will improve. And if you say, oh, you are all right, then he degrades. Tasmāt putrancha sishyancha tarayat, natu lalayat. Therefore, you always chastise your son and disciple. Never is flat. What is called? Flattening?
Flattered.
Yeah, no.
Prabhupada, at one purport in the Bhagavad Gita, you write that a disciple of a bona fide spiritual master is supposed to know everything.
Yes, if he follows the spiritual master.
But how could he know? What does that mean, everything?
Everything means whatever his guru knows, he should know. That much. Not like God, everything. Within his limit, that's all. He tries to understand whatever his guru has said, that much is everything. Otherwise everything does not mean that we know everything, like God, like Krishna. That is not possible. He regularly chants and follows the regulatory principles, follow the orders of Guru, then he knows everything. That's all. Not very much. He knows everything. What is the use of reading book? Then he knows everything. Everything except Krishna. He knows past, present, future, everything. We cannot expect anyone to know like Krishna everything.
Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that one who knows him knows everything.
Yeah, because maybe he knows that Krishna is the personality of God, then he knows everything. That's all. Not that he should know as Krishna. He just means Vikyate Sarvavedam Vidyate. If we accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of God, absolutely, then he knows. That is finished.
That knowledge itself is.
Huh?
That knowledge itself is.
Yeah.
Last night some girls came, so they are students of botany. So I asked them, so can you manufacture a seed which can give birth to a big banyan tree? No, sir, it is not possible. Then what kind of botany you study? Actually, what is their science? They talk simply something which is going on in the middle portion. Where is the beginning and where is the end of knowledge, that they do not know. They are theorizing only in the middle. They do not know janmadasya jataha. Where is the beginning of this science? That is, beginning is Krishna. Krishna says, aham sarvasya prabhava. Yes, bijo aham sarva bhutana. That seed, you scientists, you cannot manufacture. What chemicals are there that if you put in the earth and pour some water and it will grow a big tree. These scientists, they cannot explain what is the chemical composition is there. But there is. So that is in the hand of Krishna. So this Knowledge means to understand the original source. That is philosophy. Find out the original source. That is knowledge. So, the Vedista Sarvaya Ahamiva Veda. Actually, the knowledge terminates when you understand Krishna. He is the source of everything. So, there is a struggle for existence in a human race. The only hope is divine grace. So we got this information from his divine grace, Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur. And that knowledge is still going on. You are receiving through his servant, and in future the same knowledge will go to your students. This is called parampara system. Evam parampara. It is not that you have become a student and you will remain student. No. One day you shall become also guru and make more students. More students. More. That is Chaitanya's Mahaprabhu mission. Not that perpetually, yes, one should remain perpetually a student. But he has to act as guru. That is the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is not that because I am acting as guru, I am no longer student. No, I am still student. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught us this instruction, that we shall always remain a fully student before our Guru Maharaj. That is the Vedic culture. I may be very big man, but still I should remain a fully student to my Guru. That is the qualification. Guru mare mukha dekhi kadila sasa. We should be always prepared to be controlled by the Guru. That is very good qualification. Jasya prasadad bhagavat prasadam. Arana koriya mane as. So, we should become always a very obedient student to our Guru. That is the qualification. That is the spiritual qualification.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that every one of you become Guru. Everyone. Hamar aggaye Guru haiya taro ei desh. Wherever you are living, it doesn't require that you have to travel all over the world. If you have no such capacity, it doesn't matter. You remain wherever you are, but you become a Guru. How I become a Guru? Jare dakho tare kaho Krishna Upadesh. Very simple thing. You instruct only what is instructed by Krishna. That's all. Don't invent. Don't become over-intelligent. Remain a poor fool. Guru more murkha dekhi shasan, korila shasan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also presenting himself as a great fool, because he says, my Guru Maharaj found me a great fool. He was a fool, he was Krishna himself. But one should remain always a fool before Guru Maharaj. That is progress. If he thinks I am no more than my Guru Maharaj, then he is fallen. Jasya prasadad nagati vito. Then he is finished. So you should always remain a fool before the spiritual master, even though one is incarnation. Not that I am incarnation, therefore I have become God. No. Even if you are incarnation, you should remain a humble servant. That is Tava Vritta Seva. Prahlad Maharaj is Datyarang Prahlhadosmi. the Supreme Personality of Godhead incarnates in different societies, different platforms. And he says, amongst the Daityas there are also devotees. The Praladasmi, Prahlad Maharaj is Saktavesh avatar. But still he says that Kathangano Visiji Tava Vritta Seva. How can I give up this service? Prahlad Maharaj does not say, my Lord, Nringadev, I am now so competent, give me your service directly. No, Tava Vritta Seva. First of all, give me the opportunity to serve your servant. This is Vaishnavas. So, why it is required to serve Vaishnava? If you want to get relief from this conditional life, then you have to serve Vaishnava. Chariya Vaishnava Seva Nistar Peche Keva. This is it. Who has got, liberty from this entanglement of material existence? Chariya Vaishnava Seva. If you do not serve a pure Vishnu, Mahat Seva Dharam Mahurvu Mukti, this is everywhere. If you want liberation from this material entanglement, then you must take to Mahat Seva Dharam Ahurvi Mukti. You must, there is no alternative. Tasmad Gurum Prapaddeta Jigyasu Sreyuttamam. If you are actually interested to inquire about the transcendental subject matter, you must accept a Guru. Tasmad Gurum Prapaddeta. Tadvidhi Pranipatena Pariprasnena Sevaya Upadakshanti Tadgyanam Jnanina Tattvadarshina. So these are the ways. You cannot understand by your erudite scholarship what is Krishna. It is not possible. Then Krishna would have instructed Bhagavad Gita to finding out a very great Vedantist. No. Krishna found Arjuna. What was Arjuna? Arjuna was a grihastha, Arjuna was a Kshatriya, and always soldier. A soldier is not expected to become a Vedantist. We recruit soldiers not from the Vedantist group. One who can fight, one who has got strength, we recruit soldiers. So Arjuna was not very qualified in that way to understand Bhagavad Gita or instruction. But Krishna says, yes, I will speak to you. This Bhagavad Gita, the parampara is lost, so I shall again speak the whole thing to you. Why to me? Bhaktosi, priyosi, because you are my bhakta. You are my priya. So by scholarship, one cannot understand Bhagavad Gita. That is not possible. One must become a servant of the servant of Krishna. Then one can understand what is Bhagavad Gita. Otherwise it's not possible.